back home visiting my parents, which means I am in the magic shed. Yeah, and it's really, really freezing cold out here. I don't know about you, but something about freezing my ass off makes me think, this is a perfect time to talk about dating blunders. So basically, these mistakes are things that I've seen other people make that I myself had made, and actually some of the things that you all submitted on Twitter. Okay, let's go. I think number one is being too pushy about the activity or being too pushy sexually. And what I mean by activity is like telling me what we're gonna do or where we're gonna go and what time it's gonna be at. Instead of asking me like, hey, what's convenient for you? It's like, oh, okay, I didn't know the whole f***ing world revolves around you. And sexually, it's like, dude, just because we're on a first date doesn't mean I want to bang you. I mean, it usually does. Let's not jump to assumptions here, honey. I think number two is not knowing how to maintain a balance in the conversation. So either they're like verbally vomiting all over the place about themselves or they're asking you questions like it's a rapid fire interview. Good rule of thumb is you should be listening twice as much as you're talking. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Okay, so maybe this one's just me, but I think it's really weird when one person is expected to pay for everything because of their gender. I can't just expect a stranger to pay for all of my stuff. I mean, maybe once we've been dating for a while or we're in a relationship and I want to treat you or you want to treat me, but I mean, until then, it's not the freaking 1950s. Like, I don't know, it's just me. Cue all the traditionalists freaking out about a woman paying for her shit. Oh my god! Okay, number 4 for me is showing up drunk or high. Okay, I get it. You're nervous and you don't know what to do, but when you show up drunk or high, it's like, dude, you didn't invite me? I joke, kind of. Okay, so obviously some people don't care, but for some it can be taken as a complete sign of disrespect, like, oh, I'm not even worth your sober state on the first date? This is a mistake that I must contemplate. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the rhymes to Bo Burnham. Okay, number 5 and the last one for me before I go on to your tweets is texting too much or too little after a date. So if you text too much, I get the impression that you're really clingy. It's like, whoa, back up. You know, we just had a drink. We're not getting married or anything like that. And if you text too little, it's like, okay, well, obviously you didn't enjoy yourself or you don't care or you don't want to talk to me or you don't think I'm interesting or whatever. So what's too much and what's too little? I think too much is texting every day, unless you're alternating initiating the conversation, like one day you, then the next day them, one day you, and the next day them. But too little is like maybe once a week. So in my own experiences, a nice balance might be like 3 to 4 times a week, but really that just depends on what kind of people you are. Maybe every day is like not a lot for you. Just play with it. Okay, so when I asked on Twitter what you all thought, these are some of the things that you said. So Gomer21XX says giving too much information too soon. That's true. I've been guilty of it. It's hard not to do, but hold out. I promise it'll pay off. Janelle2610 says too much pressure on the first date. Absolutely. Like, it's a first date and it should be treated like a first date and nothing more. She says relationships develop over time, and that's absolutely true. You'll get more comfortable as time goes on. Adam Komar says not being yourself. Actually, a ton of people said this. He was the first. Ultimately, yourself is what's going to come out. So if you're trying to fool them from the beginning, it's not going to work in the end. You know what I'm saying? Yiska says expecting too much too soon. And that kind of goes with what Janelle was saying, except for this might actually be as far as sex or, you know, the L word. You know, just keeping everything in balance, keeping it in check. There's no rush. There's no rush. Just always remember that. There's no rush in dating. Otherwise, you're doing it wrong. And Lila the Wicked says insecurity with yourself. People love confidence. All right, so there you go. There's a few of them. My dad's like calling me to come in, so I gotta go. My feet are frozen anyways, but I love you all, and I hope you had a really great holiday with your family. Hopefully you got to spend some time with your friends. I love you all, and I will see you next week. Yay! Good luck dating. Shit's tough, man. Except your mom. Oh.
What?